Hi, my name's Demara, and this is High Vibrational Cooking again. This is about high vibrational and high nutrition. This is vegan, gluten-free. All my recipes on my playlist on Truth Testament channel is all pure. Okay, so in the pan today, what we're going to be cooking is stir-fried vegetables. A really amazing selection here. So I've got one medium sweet potato here, which I cooked first in coconut oil. I actually filled the pan with that so that we get some nice browning on it and it goes soft. And then I've got one small red pepper here, chopped, and one small courgette actually, just cut in half on the slices, and some parsley. So that's all we have in the pan, which has the oil of coconut oil. So just a big dollop on the end of this wooden spoon here. So we're ready now to put the next two ingredients in, or three actually here. We've got chopped mushrooms, and I've got, I think these are oyster mushrooms, or chestnut mushrooms maybe, and one stick of celery with lots of the flowers still on the celery, which is chopped, and some fresh cilantro. So we're going to pour all of that in now. And yes, I have got my camera stand fitted up, but I'm not trusting it to give me the right views at the moment, so I'm going to have to do some adjustment on that. So we've got the mushrooms, celery, and the cilantro in here, and I'm just going to stir this around a bit so the mushrooms get to the bottom. And I'm actually maybe going to turn this down a bit. Don't really want to put any more oil in at the moment. And we're getting a bit brown on the bottom, but I think this will do. We'll see. Just going to show you how I keep my cilantro. I keep one cilantro plant here, right by the cooker. And it's all regenerating here. It gets a little bit of sunshine from this window here, which goes to the outside, look. Okay, and my celery, I made this special container for it, pottery container, so that it's standing in water because it keeps it fresh. So all those leaves, look at all those leaves still growing, and that's going to be amazing nutrition. Check out the nutrition on the leaves. It's pretty incredible. So chop them up and put them in. Not too many because they're very strong flavour, but always put them in when you're using celery. Okay, let's have a look and see how this is doing. It's doing fine, actually. Just get a little more cooking on those mushrooms. I don't really want to put more oil in, so we'll just bear with this a moment. I might just put a lid on that. Okay, what I'm going to show you here is what I'm going to be adding. This is baby spinach, which I've just washed. I haven't done anything else with. And these are TAMARI sunflower seeds. And you make these by just really flash frying, which I'll do in a separate, probably a short actually, to show you how to TAMARI your sunflower seeds. And they come out lovely roasted and got this flavouring on them. This is a bottle of TAMARI, and this is the only soy sauce you should use, and especially if you're gluten-free. This is gluten-free soy sauce. And don't use any of the cheap soy sauce brands because they're nothing like the real Japanese mixture. It's just amazing. It's like an elixir. And the smell that you get coming up from the pan just shows you what you've really got, and it's the really good stuff. It's the pure stuff that's fermented in the wooden barrels in Japan for a certain period of time, and it has the right ingredients. When you get TAMARI, it has no wheat added because they're using soybeans to ferment. That's what your soy sauce comes from. So you have a source of protein there as well. But when they add other stuff, it can have gluten in, like they do add wheat to some of the versions of like shoyu. I think shoyu is one that has either barley or wheat added to the soybeans, so don't buy those if you're gluten-free. This one, TAMARI, which is TAMRI, We're getting a good cook on that now. That is the one to buy if you're gluten-free. Actually, I'm now going to turn this down because the smell is coming off it, which is lovely, but I don't want it to cook too much. So we're putting this freshly washed spinach in, which will cook down. As you know, spinach just fades away into the dish and just gives you the nutrition. You won't see all of that when we finish. I'm just going to put the TAMARI sunflower seeds in. Okay, and what we're adding there is all the goodness of sunflower seeds, which the sunflower plant not only grows very tall, but its roots go deep into the earth. And it brings up a lot more of the nutrients from deep in the earth that other plants don't. So sunflowers are the seeds that have the most minerals from deep in the earth. And that's why they're lovely to eat if you're vegan. So we're getting, and also we're going to get protein from those seeds as well. So this is looking amazing. Now the last step. So I'm keeping this on a fairly good heat because we want to just put this soy sauce in and let it smoke up immediately, which is what happens. Let's just turn that up. Not too much because it's very strong. And we get that smell coming off. And this is an absolutely delicious meal. And if you've got a little rice left over, I have a tiny bowl of rice left over. I never throw anything away if it's good to eat. So I'm going to add that in a moment to this. But just look at the rainbow colour of vitamins and minerals in there. It's just amazing. And so tasty. The soy sauce gives it that really full umami flavour. So thank you for listening. Please give us a thumbs up if you're gathering your whole book of recipes from my playlist. I'm trying to give a really good variety for those starting on a vegan diet so that they know it's certainly not boring. I mean, with this particular recipe, if you love tofu, you could put half a block of tofu in here, chopped up small. I'm going to do a separate video on making the best with tofu and coating it in garbanzo flour, which is chickpea flour, which really comes up crisp. But you could just add a chopped half a pack of tofu, which is very cheap to buy and is solid 100% protein from soybeans. So I'm looking forward to eating this now. So I'm going to say goodbye and thank you for allowing me into your space. Don't forget to subscribe. You'll get all the new recipes.